Welcome to the second episode of the RyHulk Rants podcast. I am your host, RyHulk. The subject of this episode is the town of West Wyoming in Northeastern Pennsylvania. It's a continuation from the first episode about how the West Wyoming mayor and council members are useless. So if you have not yet, check out the previous episode. I realize how useless they are from attending previous monthly council meetings. First, they are on Monday evenings. What an inconvenient time. Who the hell wants to go to a council meeting on a Monday? Nobody. I am sure that contributes to how low attendance is at them. If you attended one of the council meetings, you would know they are a waste of your time. The council members already know what they are going to decide before the meeting even begins. They just go through the motions. They put the issue on the table and then immediately vote on it, which they already decided beforehand. Residents cannot ask any questions before an issue is voted on, which is bullshit. Residents can ask questions at the end of the meeting, but at that time, it's too late to change things. They voted on the issue and there's no changing it. They could, they just won't. Each meeting is just a circle jerk of them telling each other how great they think they are. It is pathetic. I have better things to do than watch these ass clowns suck up to each other. If you look at the citizen participation section of the monthly meeting minutes, they always have an excuse why they cannot help citizens with their concerns. The council is useless and pathetic. They are a waste of taxpayers' money. And if you want something done to help you, you should probably talk to council members in private. It seems that they might take bribes to help you, considering that council cuck president Gary Stavish did say you get more flies with honey than vinegar to a resident at a council meeting. Sounds like a corrupt person to me. They also don't post the council meeting minutes on their website in a timely manner. They post the meeting minutes months after the meeting has taken place. How are residents supposed to know what's going on in the town when the meeting minutes aren't posted after the meetings? They can't. The meeting minutes should be posted after the meeting takes place. No excuses. So in conclusion, the monthly council meetings are a waste of your time because of the useless council members. They just sit in their fancy chairs and do nothing of substance while residents must sit on uncomfortable metal chairs. They do not do anything to deserve to sit in fancy office chairs paid for by the taxpayers. They should earn the right to sit in those chairs, and none of them have. Now let's get into the mayors of West Wyoming. The first is former Mayor Joe Crypt Keeper Herbert, who is the absolute worst mayor in the history of the town. When I attended the council meetings, he missed about half of them. There was no excuse for him not being there. He is retired, and it was his job to be at the meetings in case residents wanted to ask him questions. No excuses. Years ago, someone posted a meme of him stating that the mayor does not attend most of the council meetings. And he reposted it on his Facebook page complaining about it. And of course, his dumbass friends posted comments saying nice things about him. And he liked all of their comments. Fucking morons. And one of those friends of his was Leonard Gawley. Yes, that Leonard Gawley. The disgraced former police officer who was arrested and is currently in jail for trying to meet a 15-year-old boy for sex in a Turkey Hill parking lot a few years ago. That is the kind of trash Joe apparently associates with. Gross. And he is so full of himself. He thought he was some kind of hero. Yeah, what would the town do without him closing the ambulance door and directing traffic? It would have done fine without him. He was not healthy enough to be serving as mayor at the end. He should have resigned years before he decided not to run again. He is not missed as mayor and never will be. The current mayor is Randy Colarusso. Before that, he served on council. And since he was part of the useless council, I do not have any faith in him either. Next is the council president, Gary Stavish. He is the absolute worst council president in the town's history and the biggest piece of shit in town. It's pathetic that the stupid voters voted for this clown. This shady bastard weaseled his way onto council. Talking to this asshole at council meetings showed me just what a stupid, poorly educated waste of space that he is. He's the you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar clown. First, who the fuck wants any flies? Second, that's something some old person would say. He's in his 60s but talks like he's an old man. The absolute worst. He's in charge of personnel, so that explains why everyone he hires is useless too. The people who work at the borough building don't know what the fuck they are doing. And the current secretary is a stupid idiot who lost $75,000 as 44th secretary. And somehow she's still secretary for both boroughs. So both boroughs are obviously run by idiots. So yeah, Gary Stavish is trash. I could probably do an entire episode on why he should not be on council. And how he's a sad excuse of a human being. Maybe I will. He's a fucking pussy. He has no balls. He's just a punk-ass bitch. I have no respect for him. He is just a waste of space. Next are the other council members. And they are just a bunch of tools who do whatever Gary tells them to. The members have changed over the years, but they all continue to be equally worthless. When a council member leaves or passes away, the council picks someone to replace them instead of letting the voters choose. They also do not advertise about filling the seat so other residents could express their interest. They just pick their buddies who will agree with them. And the council always agrees on every decision made at council meetings. It is always 5 yeas and 0 nays. There is nothing that everyone agrees with. This reeks of corruption. I certainly do not trust any of them. And at every reorganization meeting, they all vote to make Gary the council president. Every fucking time. What does that say about them? It says that they are just as bad as him. Nobody with a brain would put that son of a bitch in charge. They all lack integrity, morals, and ethics. And their decision-making skills are horrible. Next is Borough Solicitor Linnell Luke Ass. She's been the solicitor for too long and is a waste of taxpayer money. It's an insult that she works to protect the borough against the residents who pay her salary. And she's a mediocre lawyer. It would not be hard to find a better solicitor than her. So in conclusion, these individuals make the West Wyoming a shitty place to live. They've ruined this town. It was better here years ago. The only way to improve the town is for them to resign and get all new people running things. I talked about this in my previous episode. Every elected official in this town is useless. I do not trust them, and they do not represent me. None of them are even qualified to be serving in their positions. Anyone could do a better job than they do. But we are in this situation because of the stupid, uninformed voters in this town, and term limits would fix the way things are run. It would be great if things change for the better, but I will not count on it happening anytime soon. And a reminder that I am exercising my First Amendment rights. I have the right to criticize elected officials. They are public servants. If they do not like it, then they should do a better job or resign. there will be no retaliation against me in any form. If they do, there will be legal consequences for violating my First Amendment rights. So they should just stay in their lane. Thanks for listening to my rant about this horrible town. Tune in next time for a new episode of the RyHulk Rants podcast. It will be another good one.